Coming up on today's episode, I'm making baked penne Florentine from Dr. McDougall's Made Irresistible Recipes. It's a delicious pasta. It works perfect on the starch solution. It's big, it's beautiful, and you're gonna love it. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey. We are a all-vegan, mostly whole foods channel. We do some product reviews, some recipes. Sometimes we do some DIY stuff because I'm cheap and I don't like paying people for stuff, so I do it myself. If you like what you hear so far, please hit that like button. Show us some love, and please think about subscribing to the channel. All right, so if you've been following me since mid-March, basically when quarantine started, you know that I'm on the Starch Solution. It's a diet idea where you eat high-carb, low-fat meals and you lose weight. And so far, it's working for me well. I've lost 25 pounds. There's a link below the video if you're interested in buying the book and checking it out. I can't say enough about this. All right, so today's recipe, we're gonna be making baked penne Florentine. And the recipe's not in the Starch Solution book, but it is online. And it's just a recipe of whole wheat pasta, right? The pasta needs to be just whole wheat pasta, nothing else in it, right? And then there's a cream sauce with spinach in it, and it's made from white beans and cashews and a few other things, miso, and it makes a casserole, unless you're from Minnesota like Tim, and then it's a hot dish. It's just an absolutely delicious meal. And, you know, for people who are like, well, I can't have pasta on my diet. Well, on this diet, you absolutely can. Let me show you how I made it. Start with 8 ounces of whole wheat pasta. Make sure it has nothing else in the ingredients other than whole wheat. I use this one right here. Cook the pasta until barely tender, about 6 to 7 minutes. Turn off the heat. Strain the pasta in a colander, but don't rinse it. You want the pasta hot. Dump the pasta back into the pot you cooked it in. I used a glass bowl here so you can see the process, but it needs to be in the pot you cooked it in so it'll wilt the spinach. Add 10 ounces of chopped spinach. Frozen is fine if it's thawed out. I used fresh. Mix well with the hot pasta in the hot pot so the spinach starts to wilt. Set this aside. Now preheat your oven to 350 degrees. In a skillet over low-medium heat, add 1/4 cup of vegetable broth. Add 1 diced onion. Cook until the onion is soft and translucent, about 5 minutes. Remember, you're not using oil to fry this, so you may need to add water to keep everything from sticking. Remove from heat when it's done. Set this aside. For this next part, I used the food processor per the directions on the website, but I had to change to the blender in the end. So just use your high-speed blender. Start with 1/2 cup of raw cashews. Process until finely ground. Add 3/4 cup of water. Blend until smooth. And then add the following. 3/4 cup of water. The cooked onions. 1 15-ounce can of white beans drained and rinsed. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of white miso. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. 1/4 teaspoon of dry mustard powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Blend this all until smooth. You can see here, it did not get smooth, which is why we switched to the high-speed blender. Pour the cashew bean sauce over the spinach and pasta and mix it well. Dump the entire mixture into a casserole dish. Top with whole wheat breadcrumbs, and you can add some nooch if you want. Make sure there is no oil or fat in the breadcrumbs. Cover and bake in the oven for 45 minutes. Take it out and let it cool for 5 minutes, then serve. Doesn't this look amazing? And here we have it. So let's give this a try and see what this tastes like. I already know it's good because I've eaten like almost a whole pan of it already. So good. I'm loving this. It's so funny how, as a child, I hated spinach and I can't get Lexx to eat spinach. But as an adult, I absolutely love spinach, especially on pizza and pasta. It's amazing, right? This meal is delicious. Now, there is some cashews in here. It's a small amount spread over the recipe. This diet isn't about eliminating fat. I know it sounds like I don't eat fat, but that's not the case. I still do have some nuts and seeds throughout the day. I'll have dates with some peanut butter on it, just maybe 1 or 2, that's it. I will still do some cashew-based salad dressings, but just a little bit of dressing. We want to have as low fat as possible. Dr. McDougall says the fat that you eat is the fat that you wear. Have you checked out our merch site yet? Go to Etsy.com, go to Plant-Based Dads, all one word, and up will come our merchandise. We've got hoodies and sweatshirts and t-shirts and mugs and hats and all sorts of stuff. All right, guys, that's our video today. Please hit that like button. Show us some love. What's not to love? We got pasta. How many diets let you eat that? If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Become part of the Plant-Based Dads family. You'll get notified every time we have a new video, which is usually every Monday. And please leave a comment below. What are your thoughts on the sauce solution? I get so many people who are like, I just bought the book. I'm really excited to try. Let's do this journey together. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.